Well, hey folks, it's your old pal, King Waspinator. Welcome back to Total Party Skills. Be sure to hit like and subscribe, and happy Matrix Day. I'm about 3 hours away from gonna go seeing that film finally. Yes, I already know it's gonna be divisive. I'm one of those weird hoes who liked The Last Jedi, so the idea that the Matrix Resurrections is gonna be a Last Jedi doesn't necessarily faze me as badly. I mean, like, consider who's been making these movies from the get go. Like, are you going to be surprised that it's going to be controversial? Anyway, as you know, we all know there is some recent controversy over like some sort of errata revision stuff that D&D had put out for Volo's Guide to Monsters, and I want to say a couple other books. I haven't actually like looked at any of it because I'm not prone to like digging into that kind of stuff. Um, just kind of know what I've heard from YouTube, kind of a thing. But I'm assuming since none of it got brought up that there wasn't stuff for Mordenkainen's Tome of Foes amongst all of this revision and editing that's been going on. I could only imagine though that this is going to have to be the next on the chopping block. I mean, just look at it right off the bat. You got a white guy on the cover, like that's verboten. And Mordenkainen was a creation of Gary Gygax, wasn't he? So like Gygax is like like a confirmed neo-Nazi. So in fact, I'm not even sure why they want to be publishing a game written by that guy, considering like how bad he was. But hey, they're trying to redeem the message. I don't know. There's an awful lot of text in here about Drow, and like as much as orcs have been controversial for at least the last few years now about like how we gotta like make them more kind and loving breed of orc. Like there's also been this stuff about the Drow, aren't all evil. They don't all serve Loth. That's just those ones from the one series of novels, and just a very narrow cultural point of view from Dritz, because he just happens to come from one of the very few places where the Drow are bad guys. The Drow everywhere else in all these settings that we have no books for, those are the good Drow, and those are the ones that you should be playing now, because everything's cool. Everything's cool. Don't worry. What about the Shadar Kai? Do they deserve some nip and tuck kind of action going on in their section? I mean, like, what's up with the name Shadar Kai anyway? Why aren't they just called Death Elves? Originally, I'm not even sure if for fourth edition, like from what I remember, were the Shadar Kai even really described as being an elf race, or are they just like some weird humanoids from the Shadowfell? This turns them into some weird kind of mask wearing, theatrical death elves. Yeah, they should have just called them death elves, but they went with Shadar Kai, and that sounds vaguely foreign. That might be trying to like appropriate, something that might be like, maybe Middle Eastern, maybe like East Asian. Are they trying to say that all Chinese elves come and live from the Shadowfell? Like, how horrible of them to say such a thing. Like, it's shocking. Uh, they should just go ahead and cut the chapter on halflings and gnomes out entirely. Like, not even as like a joke. It's just a pretty boring chapter. I feel like there's more stuff they could have added into the sections they have on devils and demons. Like tiefling variants. That's all right. I'm not really sure. Like tieflings are already kind of handcrafted, to be like a stand-in for like all your mixed blood peoples of the world kind of thing for your settings. So I'm not really sure how much tieflings need to be edited. I don't know. And there's just a bunch of monsters. I just have a suspicion that this is going to have to be next. It's either that or like Xanathar's Guide to Everything. Are all the tables for names from different human cultures not inclusive enough or something maybe? There's got to be something. I mean, they got to justify their positions as like diversity and inclusion officer of Dungeons and Dragons. That must have been a proud day, when they get back, from the Twitter office, and like, they tell their parents and their grandma like, oh my God, I've been hired. I got this great new job. It's, you know, fantastic. I'm gonna be famous. What is it, honey? I'm the diversity and inclusion officer for Dungeons and Dragons. Wow. If we're gonna, you know, go get out your grandpa's World War II medals, you know, just so he can symbolically be here for this moment, because this is so touching. Like, this is a new height. Generations to come will be talking about this moment. That, like, you got this job, making sure that the art in your book about things that's really, you know, tactical information and, you know, setting ideas. This completely, you know, customizable, reformatable thing, you know, needs to be preloaded with stuff that you can ignore anyway. But, you know, yeah, they're gonna have to do something about this. I don't know. Like I said, there's certainly stuff in the elf chapter, probably stuff in the dwarf chapter. Yeah, that was another chapter. Like maybe the Duergar, you know, probably problematic too. Why are they even still calling them dwarves? Aren't they supposed to be little people? So, and like, it's weird that they're their own race. Like, that's not very realistic. Anyway, leave comments below of a varying sort. I don't care. Hit like and subscribe. Happy holiday of choice. I mean, yeah, holiday of choice. That's good. It's a perfect way to end this video. It's not awkward or weird or the slight bit off-putting. Stay waspinated.